Order meeting at 4:07 PM. Roll call, Rosa Barroso.
Here.
Gary Cardenas. Maria. Lindsay. William. Hector.
Here.
All right, awesome. I know Gary's gonna be here. Any deferrals, additions, or the deletions? There's nothing, because it's just for the special, like, I
Yeah.
guess, for our agenda. Public comments.
Oh.
Hey, I guess none.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
too.
no, thank you.
Go.
I
Roll right into it.
You have 2 minutes, and the mic goes off.
It's
We spoke last week about the mental health awareness fall festival coming up. And we talked about the food truck, so I brought Oscar, which has been with us in many events already, so we already have background of what they do, how they do it with us here in the town.
Perfect.
Youth activities has used what is it, we've done 3 events already? I think
Yeah.
3 or 4
At that point, yeah.
at that park, and they've all been very successful, and Oscar's brought everything, and every year, what we're trying to do is, in especially those events, is actually give him more
Yeah.
to streamline the event, because he brings everything. So, and
I did half of Fourth of July.
We are in the right hands then.
The town did the other half. That's the only event that the town kind of helps out
Okay.
in that sense.
So also, basically for the food trucks portion, I have an understanding that we need to get some sort of permitting or some sort of things through the town. So how do we,
License.
the licenses?
So if you email me, I can connect you.
Okay.
That's probably the easiest way.
Yeah,
So all the trucks that we use already, they're all licensed and they all have their certificate of insurance naming the town, which is the most important thing. So
okay,
it's pretty much the same process as we do for Halloween, which is a week after, I believe. Is it the same park,
this,
same location, same everything? So the certificate, a lot of these trucks already have it from 4th of July. It's current, so we'll ask for them again for October, basically. But it's something that if we add a new truck, then we'll ask them to bring in, the new permits and everything else. If not, we pretty much have it on file already for the 26th. So we could use, if it's the same trucks that we're gonna bring, we'll use those. If not, I'll make sure to have the, certificate of insurance, which is something that we already have.
know how to
It's
do it.
pretty, yeah, it's pretty common.
Perfect.
It's very
so
basic
I'm
for us.
gonna put a motion to approve that Oscar will help us coordinate the food trucks to be at the event. Et cetera, with everything that was mentioned, he will email the town with all the certificates and coordinate all the details.
If you
You
need
guys
help,
just need to let me know exactly how many trucks you need and what amount of people you're expecting.
So what I'm gonna do right now, and then once we move forward, I'll kind of go over the kind of a little bit more of what we have, the updates thus far. And then we can kind of come up with an idea of what, based on your experience, also what you've done and how we can promote it to get a rough idea. I think right now we have projected 100 to 150 people, maybe, no, less
I
100.
believe 100, yeah.
I think like 100 is what we think
130.
is, because it's the first time.
13.
I hope
And
the whole town,
Okay.
shows up, to be honest.
Okay,
But you'll have a better idea on that since you've done more events, and we are,
are you gonna go over what
we're gonna go over everything. I'm gonna
Okay.
explain to you what we have so far confirmed.
Great.
So, anybody want to second my motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And you got everything here? Okay, then, Officer Amador also mentioned about activities and stuff for the kids that you might be able to help us with.
Again, depending on what we're, the attendance of what you guys are expecting and,
Okay,
some sort of a budget so we could cover at least the very
Perfect.
minimum, so we could kind of have some
Got it.
sort of activities.
okay, awesome, that's great. So
And
then,
that's in the motion, because that's the et cetera.
the et cetera. I guess we could do that, another motion on the more details once I think if
Sure.
you agree to that, so then we can get all that approved. Okay, so let's get right into the confirmed sponsors and vendors that we have up to today. You think you have the ones that emailed us today there too? Now we can kind of more or less put it together. So I'll start with the ones that I know, because we've gone over them a million times, so. Chen Men. Confirmed. My psychiatrist, Baptist, NAMI, Rogers Behavioral, Meraki, Knight of Columbus, AMP Mental Health, Ocean Psychology Group, Sushi Bombs, Fit for You Detox, Miami Baked It, they sent in their sponsored form today. And then the photo booth activity also submitted their sponsorship. First Alarm nonprofit, they're gonna have a table, we're gonna do that as an in-kind, and they're a nonprofit. F Fentanyl, they're gonna be an in-kind because they're a nonprofit. And then I have confirmation from two other nonprofits, which are the Mobile Response Team, which I think is essential for them to be there. And they just sent me an email right now. They are from Thriving Minds, basically, and they provide a response team for people that are in crisis. Most people don't even know that they exist, so instead of calling the police department, we can call, they have this service for people that are in crisis at that moment, and they have a licensed therapist that will come and help in the situation. So they're gonna do an in-kind, and she just sent me out for this to you, so they just sent out that they're gonna be participating. And Therapy Labs, we just got here, the Therapy Labs. Mobile Response Team. And we have Fight Like a Kid too. They want to participate. They're a cancer, yeah. They're a cancer organization. They work a lot with Nicholas, and they also want to do like an in-kind and provide stuff at the event. Am I missing anybody? I know there
I'm
is.
not sure, but from what I have here, everyone has paid from this list. The one
That's like the
today, I
most
don't
updated
think
one, yeah.
they're not there. I'm missing two. I'm missing MSW Services
Yeah, I'll
and
follow up
Dreamy
with her.
Creations.
And,
Dreamy Creations, my.
oh, that's the photo booth, no? I don't know, who that is. I think so. Yeah, I think so. MD Urgent also reached out. I followed up with them this morning because they wanted to participate. And I think that's about it, right?
So here I have 12.
We have 12 there. Do you have the nonprofits there?
I don't. No, not the in-kind.
The in-kind ones? but
Yeah, no.
Not those, okay, so we have. I wanna say maybe what, like 17 with the in-kind and maybe one, or,
So here you have 14 because 12 paid, 2 didn't.
okay. Plus
You have
the,
all the
one,
in-kinds that are not on this list.
okay,
And the one that we just received right now.
okay. So I wanna say, let's say between 20 to 25 vendors, our deadline is on Friday. I know there's other people that have reached out to me, we just need them to actually email the sponsorship form. So that's how many tables we'll have. Oh, and Hope from Senator Renee Garcia's office, he confirmed, their office confirmed, they're donating the stage. They couldn't get the covered one, we have to glue on back and forth, so they did another one, and we'll figure something out with the tents. And they also have a table, Hope, and I don't think they're in there, they're another nonprofit, well, they donated the stage. He's gonna do the welcome. You know, they confirmed on that as well. What else? I think that's it
I think that's it for them.
for all that, so it's about 20 to 25 vendors, let's say.
I have
Are gonna
a
be there.
question. The cutoff is Friday, because the
Correct.
chamber luncheon is Wednesday,
Yeah,
next Wednesday.
The
There's no
deadline-
way to get in?
I mean. We can always try and see the town will allow it depending if, you know, let's say it's like $1,000 sponsorship, I don't know.
Well, the only thing is that we also need to get the,
Banner made, so we need time.
which is what they're working on.
Uh-huh, that's the time there, so, I mean, they
If
could,
I say we only have availability from the $100 sponsorship or whatever, or we
They
don't
don't-
have any more of these two kind of thing, you could donate whatever you want.
yeah,
for the
the
cost?
comments come out, yeah, they just, their logo will not be
Okay.
printed out, you know, cause if the banner's already printed.
Can I have flyers then for next Wednesday? That's fine. Whenever.
Does anybody have any other sponsors or vendors or anything that maybe I failed to mention or anything like that? Okay, so 2025. You know, depending if everyone else confirms by Friday. The pumpkins. I spoke to the company that's here local in Doral to compare. It's gonna be for the 15 more or less pumpkins, it's gonna be $830.
The fat ones. you
The
said?
ones that, yeah, the
Uh-huh.
little giants, he confirmed that they're like mini basketball size, like mini basketball sizes. And so it's 830 and they're gonna charge us about 150 for delivery and drop off that day. I try to get the ones that you guys like wanted, the bigger, medium, and that's gonna be over $3,300 and no, we don't have that money.
I like them.
That's 980 total, right?
It'll be 830 plus 150. He's gonna try to see if he can help us with the delivery cost and reduce that a little bit, but I can't promise anything.
So 1,000 to be conservative, right?
To be conservative for pumpkins.
Right, if you guys agree, I think it's great. That's not
I
bad.
hope we all just drive over there and pick them up ourselves.
How about, no. Out of five.
The last update that I got in terms of how much money we had, and it's not obviously including what you just submitted now or whatever, was about $2,800.
That's not bad. So we're still,
So, right, 2,800.
we still
which
have.
makes
room
sense.
to work.
So that wasn't counting with my sponsorship because it hadn't gone through yet, and I think so we might be a little bit over the $3,000. So
So 35 in theory, maybe?
I think
Let's see.
so. I think
So we
so.
still have 2,500 to work with?
And then, so the only thing we would be missing are just like the games, the carnival games to kind of incorporate vendor tables, the food trucks, and we have our DJ, who he's gonna be doing this pro bono for us, which is amazing, thank you. And, we got our band donated by Gary as well, so that everybody gets a band when they're in the events.
It should
Thank
be
you for
arriving
that.
next week.
Perfect. I don't know, anything
Oh,
else
and
you
the
guys wanna-
volunteers from the,
Barbara Goldman has the volunteers, we're gonna have volunteer students there that day that she's confirmed with us to help us organize, and the Girl Scout troops. They're also gonna have a little table to, with paint and stuff to decorate the pumpkins if the kids wanna do that. Baptist is doing a Zumba class from 11:30 to 12. I had another, like, instructor reach out to me that she might be available to do like another kind of like wellness class, like a yoga thing or something as well during those hours. She hasn't confirmed, but we're working that out and,
The
that's it.
pavilions are.
We can't use the pavilions, I guess, because they're rented out.
but I'm gonna make friends with them when I get there.
Yeah, if they're gonna be either
It's
very
great.
happy or not happy.
The only
No,
thing,
they're
It's always one or the
That
other.
was my
I'll cry if I
concern
have
when it was originally the National Suicide Awareness. I was just like, I can't imagine having a kid's birthday party
That's what I'm.
with that going on, but now that it's fall festival and there's gonna be pumpkins,
Yeah.
I'm okay with whoever.
pumpkins fixed everything.
Yeah.
You don't like.
I was-
I'll let you- I'm a registered paid therapist, I specialize working with children with mental health. and
Are you guys gonna wanna post the?
Now they have to be aware that if they have a bounce house for a kid's birthday party, they can't let the outside. They won't, you like it, yeah.
Get there, guys, we're gonna get there early, so
Let's
I'll
You're more than welcome to
we'll
open this to
assess
our
the
people, but you
situation
don't have
and kind of
to.
that. Were you able to go see the area?
No, I'm gonna have to
More or less?
make, I'm gonna have to go after this meeting.
Okay, alright, perfect.
Powers, something I'm worried about. I don't know if this is.
Yeah. I don't know, but did we get any updates of power or anything like that with the stage? I don't know. Oh,
It all
that's
depends
all.
on, I guess, on you to
Yeah.
see what you would need.
And then
Yeah.
send her an email.
Okay,
with what
yeah,
you
I mean,
need.
I'll go out there and see, well, the
They-
pavilions are gonna
They
be
copy,
running.
and then everybody, like, they
Yeah.
can't have it, then I don't
Yeah,
know.
for Halloween, they
See
have
something-
it in the middle of the park, but then they have
Okay.
the electricity.
Generator or whatever, so we can find somebody to help us with that.
And then the only other question I have, not taking too much time,
Mm-hmm.
is the stage. Do we know when it's gonna be dropped in place? Cause the setup with all the sound and everything
Yeah, and I'm
takes
gonna
a
show
couple
you a
hours.
picture
I
of
think
it.
it's the day before,
Oh,
but
okay,
usually since I live there, I'll see everyone setting it up the day before.
okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
she sent us a picture, right?
Yes.
It was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or the day before. I don't remember, Lauren. Was it Lauren? No. it was
I
Eileen.
sent it, last week, I believe.
Eileen.
If not early this week.
Here.
I would-
Look, this is what they're gonna bring us. Thank you.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
That'd be
it's
good.
really nice. And then we'll have the banner and the front with the.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
as,
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm like, chick.
as- I spoke with DJ Genesis, the Panthers DJ,
Oh, yes.
and he's game to come out and sell too, so.
You
that's
see what I
pretty
mean?
cool. Yeah,
Testing all these
yeah,
things.
yeah.
We need to find out about the powers.
We'll figure it out. The power it'll come to us sometime before the 19th. I know somebody will just pop, magically come and be like, here's a generator.
Town has a generator.
Well, that's a big thing. So make sure you send her what you need. Go today and send her
Yeah.
exactly, so then that way she can send in and then
Absolutely.
and then we'll figure that out because if
And
the town.
It's
doesn't-
AC.
I mean, nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Plugs
go.
out there. There are about 4 outlets out there.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I'll
look
do
at
that.
that. The only other thing that I might have is with Genesis, the DJ Genesis, Four Panthers DJ coming on. Is there a way we can do a promo specifically for him with this like mental health awareness and all this stuff? Like who does the promos? So he
The
can,
town
oh,
would,
okay.
so I mean,
Oh, maybe, yeah, never mind. I'll ask after.
Yeah, so, okay, so we're good with that. Do we need to vote on the pumpkins that if this is the price, then we're good to, okay to use the sponsorship for this? So I'll put in a
and we have
motion.
started the new fiscal year, so you can now,
Okay.
process that.
Okay, so then put in a motion to buy the pumpkins, guys. With the quote that was given to us, like, Mac Edwards Produce dash Miami. A total of, how many? 400 pumpkins, 400 little giant pumpkins. In the estimated amount of whatever 830 plus 150 is.
Center seconded it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect, we got pumpkin. The layout of the event, I think that will just the next meeting, right? Once we have everybody in. And like, I'm thinking just like all the tables
Were you
and,
involved in the layout?
Yeah.
Are you partially?
Yeah,
The 4th of July one, I told you that about was good. You had the trucks here and.
yeah,
depending on how you want to use the park. So, at that time of the day, it's really hot and sunny, so you gotta keep that in mind, from experience,
yeah.
when we do stuff at that
Will
park. and
definitely
it's
help
in the
us
middle of the day.
Kind of give us your guidance so that we know, so that we set up in the correct spaces, we're open. I already started asking the vendors to make sure they bring their own tents. So far, nobody's giving me pushback, but I'm gonna send a formal email. Rosie, do you have that email that you were gonna forward to me that you sent for the chamber events of the setup?
It wasn't what I thought.
Gotcha, I have one then.
Yeah, it
I'll
was-
find one. So I'll find that one. I'll send it to you before I send it to the vendors, and you guys in the town can let me know if that's okay to send out to them with the instructions of just like sign in from 8 before 9:30. Make sure you bring your own tent and all that stuff.
If not,
Oh, you
I
might,
can
you might guys
send
have
it.
one.
yeah, we probably,
Okay, yeah. I think it's better if it comes from you.
yeah, just so everyone's,
Yeah, because they go that way. Okay, perfect.
Are you gonna plan on putting the vendors on the part where the parking lot is or the grass around the track?
We thought around the track, but if it's
Too
not
hot,
enough people that we get, we thought maybe put it inside the track, half of it inside, like trucks on this avenue.
Uh-huh.
And then inside the little stage and then inside here.
So it looks like,
Yeah, so
it's a little
the-
fuller and not so empty, but
On the west side.
Yes.
like,
On the west and
Hey,
south.
okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to the park only once, so I don't know much like.
Because
anyone
what
else.
what Oscar was mentioning is a huge factor. It's
The
hot,
hot, yeah,
eight days.
the sun.
If you're like on the pavement, it's hotter
Yeah.
and it's gonna feel, on the grass. Yeah, grass has its issues, but it's not gonna be as hot.
I agree. I agree, if that's where, but from your experience, the grass areas where it's the least or,
It all depends on the amount of people you guys are expecting.
Yeah.
If it were my event and I was to be the first year,
uh-huh,
I would look for, at that time of the day, I would look somewhere along the shade area.
okay.
So anywhere from like where the park is to the parking lot, basically.
So how do?
I
we do
wouldn't,
that?
I would try to stay
South.
away from even like the actual
So
grass
should
area.
we
use
go
the
like
4th of
at
July.
noon and go look at the park and see where the shade is?
There's a huge shady area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the buildings.
The
Yeah.
south side.
Even though we, like, show up
Yeah.
on Saturday at 8, we're all like, where do we put that,
No,
where?
no, I mean, you definitely have to do it before, but then again, you have to keep in mind how big is the event gonna turn out.
Yeah,
It's always good to keep the event contained at
Correct.
first, because it makes it, you don't have to worry about whether it's gonna be 100 people or
yeah,
1,000 people.
yeah,
What 100 people is gonna look well.
exactly.
So I would suggest to keep it very contained the first year. It's in the middle of the day, so.
Yeah.
Even if you come out in the middle of the day, you're gonna like run to whatever it is you have to go grab in the sun and
Yeah,
get
no,
out.
definitely, yeah,
So,
agree, try to
know,
coordinate,
The vendors are gonna be okay, because the vendors might bring their tank.
yeah.
Anyone that's walking, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be horrible.
So it'll be the south one, then, right? But then what, how, where we?
There's a few, I think there's a few squares, there's a few angles there that you could do it. I mean, it's just setting it up. I don't think there's ever been set up nothing there.
No?
Other than like just birthday
Yeah, south
parties
end.
and stuff like that, so.
No,
We'll
we've
be the
done that.
first.
We did the,
Okay,
in
the
two thousand
horses,
twenty-two, we did
they're-
Fishing with America's Fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
around that area?
We did all on the
Like
south
that.
end,
Southwest,
on the southwest.
okay.
So-
Yeah, all around. the-
Here's-
I
Here's
think we
my-
used that area once too, like voting around, I think around last voting time or one of the votings. That they did there at that part, at
So
that facility.
here's-
That's what
That's all shade. Yeah,
So everyone brought out food trucks and everything for that as well.
From the big pavilion beach,
Uh-huh,
that's all the way around, that's all. shade.
oh, yep, yep.
Southeast area.
Yeah,
Right behind the park,
west,
right behind, right behind the park, to the parking lot, basically.
To the party, yeah.
and
So my
And on
train
the
of
south
thought
side,
is,
there's a
and
plate.
you guys give me your feedback, is like
There's
as a game plan, right, to get a better idea is. We, by Friday, yeah, we know who's participating because that's the deadline and everybody, we've reached out, I know the town is reaching out to those that have said yeah, and they haven't paid or whatever, so we'll have a finalized. Of people who are really for sure gonna be there, I'll bring a list, and then we'll have that updated funds. If it's okay with you guys, can we do one more meeting? We have to do at least a meeting once until we get to the event. Maybe, can we meet again next Wednesday around this time? Is that okay with everybody? We need 4 to at least meet quorum, so we can go, actually, I don't even know if I can come here, let me see.
I don't think I can, but I might be. able to.
Hold on, next week is the 9th. Yeah, perfect, I can make it, you have the luncheon though. Can you make it? Can you make it? For sure, because we need 4
Next Wednesday.
to meet quorum and be able to vote and do anything, otherwise, we can't do it, unless we move it around.
Okay.
You're okay?
You
For
know,
next
more-
one?
Is,
Can you?
is William back?
can it be pushed to 4:15?
I mean, you can arrive at 4:15 and then we can kind of work it out there, that's fine, I
Okay.
have to pick up my kid by 5, that's the only thing.
Okay, all right, I can make it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it won't be as a long meeting, it'll just be like a more concise idea of finalize of, okay, this is the actual money, yeah, everybody paid, the deadline was last Friday. And then. We have an updated flyer that the town shared with the updated logo, so maybe you can send that to all of us today.
Do we know if they changed the registration?
They did,
Yeah.
my friends
So
are
it's
already
a free
registered,
and-
they did, yeah.
What about the agenda?
So, yeah, so let's get that, so. Let me see, so we finalize that. So the next meeting, we can talk about. Yeah, we'll have the pumpkins already ordered, we'll have a better idea of the food trucks, he'll send you the email. Make sure that that's okay and working around, and then that day we'll be able to give you a better idea. Of the actual funds, right? Cause right now we're at 2,800 confirmed, but we have like I think 1,000 gap there.
Funds, it's more of an attendance of more.
The attendance is gonna be, we need to have that registration so that we can start sharing it. And I know I sent some of my friends and they already started registering so that they did update that. And then I'll work now with like getting that going, cause now we have a more updated flyer. And then hopefully we have more people registered. Hope, I mean, I'm gonna just say like 100 people, I don't know. I'm gonna stick it to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know. I have to have anybody registered? Like 2
Yes,
or 3 or 4 or 5?
I don't have the exact count.
So then you can bring that for the next meeting.
It's none of us were registered. That's that,
Have you
right?
registered?
That's just me registering under different emails.
Promotion is everything, promote. Social media, everything.
Yeah, so if you guys don't have it or need, just text me, I'll send it to you guys, put it on your social media, on everywhere, and I know the town is updating it and promoting it.
Because I'll hand it out to schools.
Exactly,
to the people.
and so that way we'll have a better idea of exactly the amount of people that are coming, that way you can have a better idea on that, and that will be honestly the last thing that we're pending, is those games. worst case scenario, I have another company, but obviously I would rather go through you.
Okay.
I got those quotes, so I didn't know you were gonna go through with that too. But if not, that was gonna be some of my things, but I won't discuss that until we finalize that.
Okay.
And then, the agenda. Then we'll discuss the agenda next week. I reached out to Frank and he has not responded.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to help me with that, to see if he wants to talk. And then we can start kind of, and then I don't know what else, what other ideas you guys have in terms of like speakers or stuff like that. Yes.
So I don't know if you guys remember on the
Yes.
last meeting, my friend Carolyn
Mhm.
Acosta.
Mhm.
So she just started she couldn't make it today, so I
Mhm.
came to represent her. If you really wanted to talk, she wanted me to get your
Put her
phone
there.
number.
Yeah, I already have her, no, like, I know Renee's gonna talk, I know, I have her here, we have her here, she's gonna talk. I wanna see if Frank is gonna talk, and then we send it out to I know Rosie, you share it with council and.
I emailed
Email.
the council about it, I
Yeah.
emailed,
So if any of them wanna also talk,
mayor's
and we have a
office.
better, exactly, she's on schedule, we have her on the, she already kind of did a little bit of a draft of the agenda. But.
So she very recently lost her husband and he's a firefighter.
Mhm.
And she started a huge foundation
Yeah,
through Miami-Dade firefighters. So there's gonna be a big following through them.
perfect, amazing. See there.
Do I need to get your phone number to give to her?
Yeah, so the appropriate line of is email her and she'll copy me and then I'll reach out to you.
Okay, so when it's over, I can get your email.
Yeah, and then.
But you would have to have her speech approved, I'm sure? Or not really, or?
Yeah, I guess, right, I'm just to see what she's gonna talk about and, yeah,
just in case.
Okay,
yeah.
and how many minutes? would-
Exactly, that's what we're gonna coordinate, so that's what I need to know, if also Frank is gonna participate, because Frank.
I just
So
sent him a
I
text
need him to like
Yeah.
condense it and see exactly what else we got going on. And we'll have a better idea, I think, because I know we also have to get the sponsors that were the gold level or whatnot, they also have some speaking time too. So once we finalize that, I'll know exactly how many people are for that, and then we can, but she's already there, I had already put her, and she has a table as well. Mhm.
Are you guys gonna use the building? I mean,
It's available to use the bathroom, but that's it.
We have classes going on.
cause the yoga thing and all that. Remember, the shade is a big thing. We're talking about it,
Yeah.
but it's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's we've done a bunch of events there, meeting and it's.
Also like. Like my goal is that all the vendors bring their own tents with their logos and stuff like that, and then to see if we can get like additional tents to have the day of or something like that. For those that don't have, or for like the activity, and we can kind of set one up and have that.
The Baptist thing is gonna be under the sun.
I don't know, yes, I'm guessing, because I don't know if they have a tent, she said, I don't think but we'll figure that out.
Oh, look, all this side,
The shade is like trees,
there's a lot of trees here.
so we'll make it
And
happen,
even
that we're
the
not
other
like.
side too.
The other side that has a lot of shade.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
Then again, it's like away from the park too,
We're
so it's like,
cold for that weekend.
it's not, like, the grass doesn't even grow in that area.
I don't know what you guys are.
Right.
thinking,
Going
but let's
on.
go down to 60 degrees that Saturday.
Oh,
I'm not
And it's
going.
not, and it's not gonna be, and it's
I
not gonna
mean-
be super sunny, it'll be like nice
The
overcast.
first
perfect.
conference is gonna come through.
That's it, the first conference coming that weekend, so.
You also have to start looking at the rain chances starting in about 3 days, that's when the 10-day
I know.
forecast
I
starts.
did wanna raise that, like, so what happens if it rains?
And storms usually last 10 to 15 minutes anyway, they're not gonna last,
Yeah.
2 hours long.
It
Just
doesn't
keep
look
an eye
like
on the
it's gonna
tropics, huh?
rain. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain. Thursday, so
Hurricanes.
Saturday to
We have
Thursday.
to just,
And I think it's like
that's
3
cool, we
storms.
have to keep an eye on the tropics, and then I was just looking right now, on the 15th, there's a 50% chance of rain, and the 16th, there's a 33% chance of rain, we just have to keep an eye on it.
So I'll mention something that we don't know, right? Just like this, we don't know. The port strikes
Ugh.
are either not a problem or the world's coming to an end in 2 weeks.
But this is less than 2 weeks, so we're good.
I'm just saying, if nobody shows up, it's because everybody's crowding to try to get food for the family, so. It is what it is. I had,
Yeah.
this Catalina from, Barry University, and they have a great program. They came out to one of our events, and I told her about this event, and she said, absolutely, they would love to, because it's like a family thing that they have with you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for being late. It's been a crazy
No
day.
worries.
And actually, I was super excited to join this meeting and for the opportunity to share information because mental health is what we are about. And I'm from the Department of Counseling and School Psychology, Baylor University College of Health and Wellness. And we specifically offer trauma-focused cognitive behavior to children 6 to 18. It's covered by the grant.
Okay.
And we offer it for free, and we also offer evidence-based family workshops. It's a parenting skill. So.
I love that. So definitely want you to be there. We have a, like a sponsorship form. I don't know if Barry wants to sponsor or how you want, you can contact Gabriella. We'll send that over to you like today or tomorrow. Our deadline to get the vendors in, because we have to print the banner is this Friday. So we'll send you all the information, but yes, absolutely. We would love to have you there. I didn't know about that program, and I think if the more people know, the better, right? That's amazing.
You guys are nonprofit, right?
Are you a nonprofit?
Nonprofit.
Okay, perfect. So we could do like we could do it as an in-kind. So you can have a table. Okay,
Thank you so
so
much.
just send us the email saying you're gonna do an in-kind and you're gonna provide stuff for that, and then we'll get you a table there. Good? Anything else that I'm missing, guys? Are you sure?
Just send us a flyer.
I'll send you guys, well, Gabriella will send us the.
I
all the
probably
flyers.
have a more updated one.
Probably will have another one updated. So tomorrow we'll send an updated one out. Nothing else that we can think of or anything like that? No? All right, so then what I'll do is next meeting, I'll have a complete update of nonprofits, vendors, what we have, the funds that we have. I'll have the pumpkins confirmed in order, and I'll specify when the delivery and all that is. I'll confirm for the stage delivery as well, and I think you're right, they do it the night before, if I'm not mistaken. Is that how they do things usually? Do you know? I don't know, I'm gonna ask you.
For the big stage, they drop it off like
The
a
night
day or
before.
two before, right?
Perfect.
Overnight.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure for that smaller stage. how
Got
the
it.
setup is.
I'm gonna go take a little ride over to the veterans park and figure out where all these trees are.
Aerial view.
I want to visualize it, I'm old school.
The most shade is on the east side of the park,
Okay,
where the majority, some on the west, a little bit of tree, but the majority are on the east. It's like a
Listen,
corridor.
in
of all
terms
of
of
it.
layout,
It's
I'll-
around,
whatever
it
you
looks
guys
around
tell me, that's
southbound.
what we're gonna do. I don't,
It's just the ground, it's not favorable, the grass is not strong, so it's you're gonna get your shoes dirty. That's the only.
Where-
Make
we're
sure
combat
they-
boots.
That time, this time
Big
of year,
rains,
you can't go into those streets.
And it's close to the pavilions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the question was with the pavilion,
Yeah.
because if you have the pavilions, then you can set up a whole
Around.
another,
Yeah.
like even the yoga
Ga-
stuff.
Gary has a pavilion under his name, and he's gonna try to kick
Take it.
people out that day. He's gonna show up and say, this is mine.
You wanna go earlier?
You can keep it.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll be very friendly that day, guys, it's not gonna work out. It's just gonna all, everybody's gonna kumbaya that day.
The QR code has my bio.
Okay,
There's tons of parking, but it's not like visual, right? So there's a ton of parking just south of that at the buildings, because on Saturday there's
add that in the
no.
email to the vendors too, in case, like the parking details, whatever, yeah.
And
Yeah, she'll send the map of what we're
and the
gonna set
grants
up,
at the Land America.
the parking information, the setup time, that they can't come after 9:30. Please make sure to bring your pen, try to squeeze that in there again. And, anything else that we need to let the vendors know? That if they're gonna be, I don't know, if they need electricity or all that they gotta bring all their stuff with them. I'm sure the town has a million of these emails that they send out for other events, so you'll get one like that. And then email her what you need.
I know the town doesn't have many 10x10s, but they have a lot of chairs. So, you know,
Yeah.
and request that for the event, and then they'll take
Yeah,
they'll
that
take it in the
was-
truck.
It's already, yeah, it's already requested, your tables and chairs were
Yeah.
requested already.
But the QR code.
Anything else?
So what, basically what we need to, are gonna use our money is for the
Pumpkins.
for the pumpkins. And the food truck,
No,
No,
because they're gonna come
activity
south, but the
thing.
activities.
I mean, the activities,
Mhm.
and this, what about this, and the painting? Face painting, are we doing face painting?
That's a vendor that wanted to come and do the face painting, like the girl.
Right. And
She's gonna
William,
be a vendor, he's
William's
paying
doing
us,
it too.
and then, yeah.
Oh, so
This is
she's
somebody-
gonna
It's
charge,
the company that wants to come and do face painting.
Oh,
She
no,
wants sponsor-
but she's not gonna charge.
no, that's
Oh.
what she's donating. She's paid for the
I see.
table and that's what
Wonderful.
she's, her
So
handout.
great.
And then
So
William,
the games, Steve first, the games and the pumpkin.
Okay, signs. We're getting the banner done, that's also coming out of our budget,
Mhm.
and our flyers, the mental health task force flyers. And then a sign that says pumpkin patch or stuff like that. The girl hasn't confirmed, but hopefully she does, because she has said she could probably do something like that. To put it like, to make it nice, right, where the pumpkins are gonna be.
the one
Um,
who's donating the arc.
yeah,
Balloons.
yeah, haven't got a couple of creations, I'll confirm with her to see if she can help us with like something that's cute, pretty, like a festival thing or anything like that, I just feel like. Make it nice in that little area that we're gonna kinda. What do you call it?
For the pumpkin patch?
Yeah, we have to like,
How are we doing that?
that's what we had said, right, we're gonna enclose it, that's the word I'm looking for.
With,
And we're gonna have, and that's what we have to figure out, and then we're gonna have the volunteers there helping to make sure that we're navigating that correctly. And like a little QR, we need to get a QR sign for those people that show up to the event and they're like, how do I get the pumpkin? QR click and they do, take them to the Eventbrite and they do it right there on their phones.
so really quick, we're gonna need registration people. Pumpkin passing out
So-
people.
I was thinking, so there's gonna be, not passing out, but like standing there, yeah, well, yeah.
Pumpkin hand.
The pumpkin
What about the
upstairs.
girls?
Pumpkin security.
They're gonna help decorating them,
They're
no?
gonna be in a table next to the pumpkin patch with their little tables with paint and they're gonna
And
help decorate,
stickers.
kids who wanna
Mhm.
decorate and stickers and stuff like that. I think it makes sense that the task force table is where the QR is and the
The
main for
registration
registration
table?
table. Mhm.
But then we need volunteer. I know we have, but I'm just trying to.
To organize the volunteers to the
Yeah.
areas that we need.
Yeah,
One will
It's
be
just the
registration.
pumpkins.
you are, that day, I mean, as we get closer, we'll confirm with her how
Right.
the number of things and then we'll say, hey, 5 of you are gonna be here, 5 of you are gonna be here.
Because we only have 3 places. Table.
Yeah.
I
pumpkin.
think as soon as people register, you give them the pumpkin and then they go to the,
No,
To the other school.
they're gonna register, come in, because not everybody's gonna get it, and they kind of walk around, the pumpkin is gonna be in a different area, and the volunteers are gonna be there for
Mm.
that area, next to the Girl Scouts, so they can go from there to paint it if they want
Figure
to.
out how to enclose it.
For next year, you definitely need to get the pavilion.
Right.
How do we do that?
It is
He's
so
really
much
adamant
easier,
about
I'm
it.
telling you, because we do it for the Halloween event. They give up
Reservation.
pumpkins
For real?
and everything's inside. We cordon off the whole thing really, really nice, and it's the pavilion, like,
I wish.
it's
that's
it's
how-
so nice to
So
make.
are we giving out pumpkins? Is Mayminites giving out pumpkins for the Halloween event too?
So I think this year they're not gonna do it,
Okay.
and it's the first time they're gonna do it, so
The pumpkin
this is
event-
actually nice for you.
Great,
This is
yeah,
not gonna
works
be-
out
yeah.
good.
See, there you go.
You
wanna know what you-
Pumpkins come to this event.
You know, they can see it too, so it works perfect.
You're one weekend.
Is it that easy?
Little water.
We have talked about the waters, right? What do we'll just, we have to have waters there. We have to have a coolers and waters
For volunteers or for everyone?
for volunteers for us, and I'll bring a cooler, Meraki will bring a cooler, I'll bring water.
If not,
Okay.
I have a request.
Request, please, yeah,
You
request,
guys wanna do
Coolers
this
or
for-
waters.
you wanna do this every year, right? This is
yes,
something you wanna
that's
do?
the goal.
Maybe
are doing-
start, because
Yeah.
we've been talking about like traditions, right? Start at this church here in the corner has hay, right?
Mhm.
They have hay, so set up an area so that people can take pictures of the fall festival, because we don't have a fall festival here in the town. That's
Mhm.
not the church, but that's their thing.
That's their
Yeah.
thing.
So now you guys can
Yeah,
start that.
that's the hopes that it,
Yeah,
you know,
no,
we
that
get
is
all the
different.
right people, it'll grow that traction, and then next year will be something even bigger and
Yes,
nicer, and then we'll
yeah,
be able to get a pavilion.
The idea is to bring awareness, not so much to the pumpkins, but to the existence of the mental health task force.
Yeah.
And the
And
resources.
to raise
Now,
them,
I know
because
whether
they're
it's different,
resources,
You
The
know,
way you're bringing them in is through the pumpkin.
correct. basically.
Because Oscar's main thing is to bring you people
Yeah.
to go to the food trucks
Yeah.
and then go, oh, wow, this is real, this is reality of.
It's looking at
Yeah.
things 1,000%, because people are gonna go, oh yeah, I wanna go, like, if it doesn't affect them necessarily, like, it's very difficult for people to come to these kind of events, so we have to make, that's why I'm thinking carnival, like, it's a cute little activity for family. I have nothing else to do this Saturday, I'm just gonna pass by for a little bit, and then, wow, I'm learning about Barry's program, I'm learning about this
Right, once
amazing
you're there.
organization for first responders, suicide is a thing, the 998 line, like, like.
And something that, people have a stigma about certain things, so if they show up to the event only for the health event or the mental health thing, they're gonna go, "Oh," but if they're there for the food trucks and they go, oh, I walked over
Exactly.
here. I wanted to go there, but I came for the food truck, you have
Yeah,
that
but the
part.
food truck.
Exactly.
Oh, something
But
like.
anyway, let me see that.
Finally, we're gonna have the worksheets from that other website there printed so people can fill it out.
Like the checklist thing?
Whatever,
Worksheet.
the,
Sorry.
the checklist or the worksheet that
Oh,
was
oh,
approved by the town to put on the website.
So we're good with the event, and I don't mean to be so, but we'll do that because that's gonna be a whole other, like a whole other thing. We're good? On the event,
Yeah,
nothing else.
The volunteers don't have to register or anything, right?
They already
So-
did online.
The
oh. Can
volunteers.
you tell us how many we have?
I think it was 10, right?
I wanna say we
Okay.
have at least, right? I mean, that's not counting, I really don't know because maybe Marley is keeping her own list, I don't know, I don't have that.
We have
This
tons
is
of
just what
shit.
the town has, because we have like a volunteer page on our website.
Yeah. Yeah, Marty has a group.
All right, awesome, guys. It is 4:50. I have got to go. I'm going to go ahead and end, meeting adjourned at 4:49.
A second.
And then I'll see you guys next,
All in
we
favor?
approved for next week, right? You did
Yes,
that?
I
Aye.
understand.
All in favor?
Hi,
Aye.
thank you.
Like, bye.
Thank you.